Hey friends, this is gonna be a different healing homie circle. And I don't even know if this is a healing homie circle because usually the energy I'm in is pretty playful or a little more playful, but today, y'all see the weather right now and it's really um, indicative of the mood. Honestly, I don't know about y'all, but these past couple months have really been a lot of purging, a lot of healing is taking place. And granted, the healing has been taking place for years, but I feel like I'm in a space now where it's like whatever was left in my nervous system that needed to come out and rear its ugly head, it's like it's coming out. And I just want to get on here and just check in and just let y'all know that y'all not alone. Like, if you watching this and you are going through a similar situation as me, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute, I just want y'all to know, you're not alone in this, and you will make it to the other side if you keep trusting and moving forward. So, as far as me and what I'm dealing with, a lot of it is really finances. And for the last maybe, I'd say about a week, a lot of my money blockages surrounding rejection, abandonment, neglect, all of these wounds are just coming up to the surface. And I will say this time it's been different. So yesterday, and I was gonna read what I put in my journal, but I don't even really want to go back to that energy. But I'll just say I really was having a temper tantrum. Well, not necessarily me, it was more so my ego just wanting to attack, because like I said, I am going through this transformation and I am being prepared for spiritual leadership. And my ego is just like, girl, what is you talking about? We ain't about to be sitting here fucking reading tarot cards and meditating with people. You ain't no spiritual leader. It's like my ego has just been in attack mode, ugly. And I just been kind of letting it happen. And I've gone through this before. This was a couple years ago. I've gone through this ego attack where I'm like, you ain't shit. Don't nobody like you. That's why you don't have no friends. And your family think you crazy. And you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I just was in straight attack mode. And this is what led to me pursuing wanting to take my life. And this time around, it's them thoughts came back up as far as the rejection. You're a loser, you're a bum, nobody likes you, you don't have shit, you can't even take care of yourself, you still asking your family for help, living with family members, just really going in on myself. And this time, instead of me just giving into it and feeling defeated, I allowed it to come out. And I did write it in my journal just to observe it. And this time I feel like I'm learning to meet it with love instead of judging it, or even like trying to act on it or do anything about it. I'm kind of just like, okay, this is how you feeling, this is what's coming up, so allow it to come up, and this too shall pass. Like, that's really how I've been looking at it. Like, allow these feelings to pass by without judgment. And I feel like I got a lot of it out. And now I'm really just like allowing myself to be still at this time. And that's a message that I've been getting. Like, God keeps saying, like, just chill, just chill, just chill. It's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. And I'm just like, okay, but God, you see my current situation. Like, you see I need my bills paid. Like, I want to do stuff. Like, I don't want to just sit in the house because I don't have any money. Like, and I'm in this transition from the career path that I chose, which was graphic design. But it's like graphic design was never good to me. Like, it was never sustainable. Majority of the jobs that I've had as a designer, I was fired from, which was further like deepening that rejection wound, where it's like, damn, like I can't even keep a job. Like, people don't want to work with me. Or even when it came down to clients, like, I'll have clients that either don't want to pay me, or we'll start the project and then they'll just disappear. So again, that's that rejection wound coming back around. And I had to realize that the reason why those things were happening was because of what's happening internally. So if I'm rejecting myself, and that's why I'm thankful that those feelings have been coming up these past couple of days, of me just kind of like just attacking myself, even though I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, at this stage of my journey, I understand that all feelings are valid. Like, you have to feel all of it without judgment. And with me being able to see what's happening internally, like in my notes, I usually just type on my phone. So I was like just going in like, bitch, you fucking suck. Like, everybody hates you. Like, you'll never have any friends and you're a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm just going in. And I'm like, okay, now that you got that out, like, how does that feel for you? And I will say I feel clear. It's like if you've ever had food poisoning. It's like, you feel nauseous, like your stomach hurts and you got a fever and all these things, all these symptoms. But it's like, once you throw it up or, go to the bathroom and get that poison out of your system, it's like, whew, like you feel so much better. And I feel like for me, it's the same with emotional poison, emotional pain, where it's like, well, if you stop suppressing it and bypassing it, and, and that's, for me, I feel like I've gotten past that point where I just bypass it, as far as like whether it's doom scrolling or weed or, whatever. I don't drink, but I know people drink and, or hang out with friends and just kind of take their mind off of these things. But for me, on my ascension journey, I've learned to like just let it happen. Really just let it happen. And another thing that helps me kind of keep going on this path is realizing that I set all this up. Like, me and my higher self, or my higher self and God, like, this was all a part of the plan. Like, I didn't come down here to just be stuck. Like, we planned all these tests and, you know, the trials and tribulations so that I could pass them and evolve and get to the other side of it. So I'm like, okay, let that shit come out. Go ahead and go to the emotional. Look, I say the emotional toilet. This is my way to describe it. So it's like, imagine if you just eat every single day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You're constantly eating, and then you just never go to the bathroom. Like, you'd be fucked up, right? So I look at my emotions like that too. Like, you feeling all these things from, you know, from childhood, from adult life, even from past lives, ancestral stories that come up, ancestral traumas that come up. So it's just like, imagine you just never letting it out. You never address it. You never acknowledge it. And you just continue to suppress it. Like, it's going to cause you some problems. And when you understand as above, so below, as within, so without, it's just like, whatever you're carrying in here is going to manifest in your physical life, whether it's through, you know, sickness, disease, whatever that manifests into. So for me, I choose to, like, just sit in it. Like, just sit in it and let it come out, and you will feel better. Like, it's gonna suck when it comes out. It's gonna suck. But once you get it out, it's like, okay, you did it. Like, now you can move forward without that pain, and just be able to transmute those emotions into wisdom. So that's pretty much. And then I be telling myself, so I try to, like, when I get to a certain point, I try to make light of my situations and not take everything so serious. So, and I usually don't do that in the beginning. Like, I just allow myself to feel that pain, feel that hurt, whatever it is. But once I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I can kind of laugh about it a little bit, I usually have these, like, cultural references that I go to just kind of snap me out of the pain of it. So for the past few weeks, I've been saying, you stole the car, Jody. Like, if y'all ever seen Baby Boy, I know my real homie seen Baby Boy. That's classic. So it's a part in the movie, and I haven't watched it in so long, but I just remember Jody was, like, dropping Yvette off at work, and he would ride around with her car. And then one day, her car ended up getting stolen. Or at least Jody thought the car was stolen. And the whole time, Yvette was the one that took the car. So when he called her, like, panicking, like, I don't know what happened to the car. She was like, I stole my car, Jody. And anytime I get to a point where I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? Like, why is my life like this? Like, why is everything just so much harder for me? I'll be like, look, you stole the car. Like, you planned this shit, girl. Like, you came down here to do a thing, and this is what you chose. Like, you chose this life. And, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but I feel like making light of it and just saying, like, you stole the car, Jody. Like, this is your problems that you set up to learn and grow. And it's no need to panic. Like, the answers are already here for you. So yeah, just being able to like make light of it and not let it be so heavy. And sometimes it is heavy. Sometimes it just gets dark and it gets ugly. And I feel like with me going through like those suicidal thoughts before, and now having those feelings come back up again, it's like I'm able to detach from it and not want to act on it. And I believe I even said like, you need to kill yourself in my journal. But it was like, okay, don't judge what you're saying, just say it, because this is what's coming up. So I feel like I've definitely grown and evolved so much. And I really just came on here to say, like, if you going through darkness right now, if you feel like your dreams or your manifestations are not happening, or at least not happening in the way that you want them to happen, like, because God been telling me just trust it. So I'm here to relay the message to just trust what you're going through, whatever that is. Like, whatever you're feeling right now is on purpose. Your pain has a purpose at the end of the day. And sometimes we just gotta sit in it. Sometimes we just gotta feel it and trust that this too shall pass. Like, this is not permanent. And it's gonna be okay. It will be okay. And it's really me talking to myself right now. Like, it's okay. And it's crazy because my energy just been so like just wired up. Like, I just been kind of tense. I've been feeling just very antsy, like anxious, just very anxious. And I got pulled over yesterday again because of that anxious energy. I went through this yield sign and I didn't realize there was a car coming, and they like had to slam on brakes, and I didn't notice them until I pulled out. I saw them in my rear view. So right after I noticed them, I see the police lights come on behind me. So I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another fucking thing. So I'm kind of just in the car like, ugh, like, here we go with the shit. And luckily the cop was cool. It was a black guy, older black guy. And he walked up. He was like, girl, why you in here with your hands up? Like, I'm picking on you. You know what you did. And I'm just like, like, whatever. I was like, I ain't see him. Like, my bad, whatever. And I literally, like, just started crying. Like, I just busted out crying. And it wasn't about me getting pulled over. It was just like my energy just been so wired up that I was just like, just was having a breakdown, a meltdown. So he was like, you ain't about to cry, are you? I was just like I don't even have no words. So I just started crying. And he was just like, why are you crying? Like, what's wrong? I was like, it ain't this. It's just life. It's just life. Like, I'm just trying to get by. And I was door dashing at the time. So he saw the DoorDash package in my passenger seats. He was like, oh, like, I get it. Like, you just trying to get through life. And he was like, I'm 55 years old, so I already know. Basically saying, like, he done been through shit too. Like, he know how life get. So he was real cool about it. He let me go. But the fact that I even just, like, broke down crying in front of him, like, I know my energy just been just on 10, like, and I feel like now I'm kind of coming back to my center, my homeostasis. Like, I'm coming back to stability, but I had to get that out of my system, like those blockages. And to me, like, money, like financial blockages is like the final boss. Like, I've healed through a lot of things, through like mother wounds, father wounds, just wounds within friendships, and just all these things like betrayals. But like the financial blockages has been the most, it's like that's where I'm the most stuck, I would say, because I have all the talents in the world. Like, I'm amazing at a lot of things, but my whole adult life I've been in poverty, for real, like barely getting by, barely being able to pay the bills, on food stamps, like no matter with the job or without. It's like business wise, just and again, it goes back to those rejection wounds. So what I was carrying internally was manifesting in my external world. So even like when I had a job, I had a job. I was in Atlanta. It was $30 an hour. I was doing graphics and websites for this agency, and it was work from home. It was a cool job, and it lasted while it lasted. Like, it was good while it lasted. But it was like, even at $30 an hour, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's a good job. Like, they like, I'm living off a minimum wage. It's like, to me, I felt like I should have been more stable, but the reality is it still wasn't enough, especially with me having 2 kids. Like, now, if I didn't have my kids, maybe I could have made a way, for sure. I for sure could have made a way, but it was like, one, my rent was, I had a 2-bedroom. My rent was like 1,700, and so it was like 1,750 or something like that. And then plus the water, because the water was included in the rent. So it was about 1,800 and some change just to keep a roof over our head. That was more than half of my paycheck. So $30 an hour full time, I was making like 3,100 a month. So minus that 1,800, that's already over half, over half. Plus groceries, which is just outrageous. Like, it's getting real crazy now, but it was still crazy. This was a couple years ago. I was maybe spending like a good 800 on groceries, which is about right, because I'm on food stamps right now and I get about 700 a month, and it really don't last the whole month. Like, I literally have to stretch it out to get to the end of the month. So when I was working, it was about 800 for them groceries. So we already looking at what, $2,600 out of the 3,100. And then my car insurance, because I do got a couple speeding tickets. My car insurance was like 200. That's $2,800. My phone bill was like another 100. That's $2,900. Gas, electric, internet. Like, that's literally my entire paycheck. And it was just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, with or without a job, you're fucking struggling. Like, you're barely surviving. And so I ended up quitting because I was like, one, I'm burnt out. like, I really don't have no more energy to give to this job. And the day I put in my 2 weeks notice was the day she sent me a write-up slip basically saying, you know, you're not performing at your best, like you're missing the deadlines, you're not, you know, just not showing up how you were in the beginning. It was just like, girl, I ain't got nothing in me. Like, I ain't nothing left to give. So instead of me signing that write-up slip, I just put in my 2 weeks notice. I was like, if God got something else for me, God keeps saying that I got this calling and that I'm, you know, meant to do something. And I'm just like, well, I'm just going to have to go see. Because it's like, with this job, I still am at the bottom. Like, I'm still not, like, there's no way I can thrive in this situation. And I'm barely even surviving. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance. If God got something else for me, then I know he will reveal it to me. So, and that was 2 years ago, that was like 3 years ago now. And I feel like I've grown so much, like, spiritually. I'm a new person. Like, I am not that person at all. Even with me, like, getting into tarot and oracle cards, and the way I've been able to connect with my spirit team, my ancestors, my higher self, and, like, have these conversations within, and the amount of, like, healing that I've done just within this past year or two is, like, crazy. Like, I'm on a rapid fucking ascension, like, for real. And I know it's to prepare me for my calling and whatever I'm here to do. It's just now I'm feeling, I want to say growing pains, but it's like, it's deeper than growing pains. Like, I've been feeling growing pains, but this is like, this is it. This is like I said, the final boss. Like, get through these financial blockages. And for me, it's really about believing that I'm worthy. Because when you deal with rejection just back to back, not only in the workplace, like my career, in business, because the amount of people who have said, like, you know, you ain't worth that, I'm not paying you that, why would I pay you that when I could just get on Fiverr, you know, that kind of thing. Or, you know, I got a cousin that could do that, like that kind of stuff. And it's just like, on top of that, rejection in my relationships, and, you know, in love, rejection in my family, just always being the black sheep and the outcast, my dad leaving and pretty much just not wanting anything to do with me. And friendship, rejection within friend groups is like, it does take a toll on you. Like, you do start to feel worthless. Like, nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, nobody wants me in their life. And I've spent so much time in isolation that it's hard to see past that rejection and to believe and trust that there is another side to this. Like, those experiences were meant to teach you something. And you don't have to continue to hold on to that pain. So I feel like these past few days of me just like journaling and just releasing out that rejection and really just self-hatred. It's like my external world of not fitting in, not feeling accepted, I was able to see where it's inside of me. And I can say I'm proud of myself for just feeling what I feel and not judging it, and not, because usually I try to stay positive, like, oh, don't say that about yourself, like you shouldn't kill yourself, and you need to, love yourself more. But in that moment, it was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck me, fuck this life, I don't care. And I just allowed myself to just say and feel it. And now I'm like I said, I'm coming back to my center, where I'm like, all right, we got that out. Now let's love on ourselves and tell a new story, because we know that's not the truth. We know that we're not unlovable. We know that, there's this is what I be having to tell myself, there's 8 billion people on this planet. So I can't believe that nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to love me. Nobody wants to be in my life. Nobody wants to work with me. Nobody wants to collaborate in any way. It's like, that's just not true. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, just telling myself a new story and fully releasing those rejection wounds and blockages surrounding my finances, so that I can fully get to the other side. And yeah, and really my intentions behind this video is just to show, like, it's not always rainbows and sunshine. Like, literally it's raining right now. So sometimes it's gonna rain. Sometimes it's not gonna feel good. And even I noticed these past few days, I've been slacking on my spiritual hygiene, because usually I'll get up, I'll pray, meditate, write in my journal, go outside, all of these things. But these past few days, I just been like, I don't care about none of that. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. But I'm realizing too, like, even in my pain and purging, it's like, don't lose your faith. Like, don't lose your connection to God. And I had to apologize. I prayed this morning, and I had to apologize to God, apologize to myself for, like, just turning away in my moments of darkness, because if there was ever a time that I needed God to be there, it would be now. And it's like, don't just shut down and not trust that God is with you. So yeah, that's the message. Just know, like, we gonna get through it. If you watching this and you got to this point and you can relate, trust in the process. Trust in the process. Because it's not going to always be pleasant, but that doesn't mean you're being led astray or to a dead end. Like, there is another side to it if you keep taking those steps. And what's been helping me too is just coming back to the present. Like, don't be so focused on the future or like waiting on God to do something. Like, you just stay here. Like, stay in the present and pay attention to what's happening right now. So yeah, this healing homie circle may not have been, I don't even know if this is a healing homie circle. I feel like this is just me talking to my friends and the people who can relate. But I know my energy just it's a little sad. I feel like the weather is just so fitting for how I feel right now, but I know this is temporary. I know that this storm will pass and I will be fine. I don't want to take my life. I know that I have value, and I know that I'm strong enough to continue to take the steps. And I know that this is just a part of the story. This is a part of the journey, and it's not in vain. It's all on purpose. And I pray that whoever hears this message, that you find your peace, that you know you are loved, you are worthy and deserving of all the things that you want out of life. We came here to live in abundance in all aspects, from finances to friendships to love. Like, we are here to enjoy ourselves, and in order to get to the other side of your fears and doubts and limited beliefs, you gotta understand it's gonna get ugly sometimes. Like, it's not gonna always feel good, but I want to say, like, God will never abandon us. God will never reject us, even though it may feel like it. It may feel like it. It may feel like it, but God is not human. God's not gonna do us how humans may have done us in the past. So yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. I want to say I love you. I'm your friend till the end. Until we meet again.